Okay, hi guys. So in this video, we'll be discussing the job market of cybersecurity domain. And contrary to popular belief, cybersecurity is more than just hacking. And if you're wondering what fields, what roles are there in cybersecurity, and what's the job market, what's the income per year for each cybersecurity role, then this video is for you if you are willing to pursue a career in cybersecurity. So as per the recent data, in UK alone, every one small business in the UK is successfully hacked every 19 seconds. So that's a pretty alarming rate, right? And this figure will obviously double in the future, in the coming future, because with the rise of AI and the technology that we are seeing currently, obviously this will give rise to many more attacks, many more different types of attacks because of the artificial intelligence and stuff. So we as companies will need people who have the right knowledge, right skill set to counter those attacks. And for that, you have to study cybersecurity properly. And of course, they will compensate you with loads of money, of course, for your skill set. And with that, let's dive into the roles that are fundamental in this domain of cybersecurity. So the first job that you can do in cybersecurity is become a security analyst. Now, this job is the easiest to become as compared to the other jobs of this domain because in this role you will be required to monitor systems for threats, and you'll have to investigate suspicious activities, and you have to help fix vulnerabilities before they become breaches. So you'll have to monitor the systems in short. And for that, your pay will be around $70,000 to $110,000 per year. This is the pay average pay around the world for security analyst. Obviously, your level will tell how much do you earn in this range. Like obviously, if you are a senior security analyst, then obviously you will earn much more than a junior security analyst. The next in line is the security engineer. Now, this is not slightly, but much more advanced than security analyst because the security in it, like for example, the security analyst is the first line of defense, we can say, in the of systems. And if we talk about security engineer, then these are those people who are the builders. They create the walls and defenses. Like they actually create the walls and defenses in the digital systems, in the computer systems to help protect data breaches and threats. Obviously, for that, they are actually there to design and build secure systems, to configure firewalls and security tools. That is their job, security engineer. So that for that, the companies pay them around this much pay, $110,000 to $175,000. Then next in line is the incident responder. Now, this is very interesting because these guys come on the spot when there is an attack. Like we can say these guys are the firefighters. They only come in when the fire alarm goes off. Because when the alarm goes off, that means the attack has happened. The threat has breached the system. So that's when they come in and they respond to that attack and they contain threats in real time, and then they investigate and stop further exploitation, right? So these are those people, the firefighters, and for that they are compensated around this in this range, depending on the level of the person, of their skill set and knowledge, and their role in the company, obviously. Then in the fourth job, we see the digital forensics examiner. Now, these are people who are there to find hidden clues after a crime. Now, after a crime has occurred in a system, like after a system has been breached, data has been attacked, system has been attacked. these people are the ones who then investigate the crime, who then actually recover data from devices after attacks. They analyze the digital fingerprints of an incident. They help construct legal evidence, and they are the people who actually work with law enforcement agencies or legal teams to investigate the whole thing, that why the attack happened and how should we recover the data from the after attacks. So these are those people, and for that they are compensated around in this range. And in the fifth place, we have malware analyst. Now, malware analyst, we can also say them that they are the reverse engineer because they study the bad guy's weapon, the weapons used by the attackers, by the hackers, by the attackers. Those are studied by the malware analyst, because usually what happens is that to attack a system, the attackers or the ethical hacker, not the ethical hackers, but the malicious hackers actually send a payload, and through payloads they try to install malware in your system. Now, what is a malware? That is a malicious software which actually causes data breaches. So to analyze those malwares, to analyze malicious software such as viruses and ransomwares, these people, the malware analysts, are there to understand how it works, right? So how the malware actually works. So malware is the weapon used by the attackers, and these guys actually analyze those bad weapons used by the attackers, and for that they are compensated in this range. So if you want to be a malware analyst, uh, it's again a pretty good job. So should definitely go for it. But there are certain skills that you need to attain to reach there. So that will be discussed in some else video, in another video, for another time. So because for each of these roles, jobs, their roles are specified in detail, which is not the scope of this video. The scope of this video is to tell you the pay scale and just the description, brief description of each role. And then comes the one you have all been waiting for, the pen tester, also called ethical hacker, also called penetration tester. So these people are the ones who actually perform the attack. Now, pen tester is a legal job. Companies actually hire people to attack their systems. Companies actually hire attackers to attack their systems, so that if a malicious attacker attacks in future, they can handle such attacks. That's the whole concept. They actually pay these people to attack their system. Now, obviously, to attack a system is no joke, since you have to have much knowledge of everything to find the loopholes in the system. So it's a pretty demanding job, ethical hacker, pen tester. And of course, the pay scale, the pay grade is also pretty high of a pen tester. And obviously, it's also a pretty one of the most difficult job to become a highly experienced pen tester. And normally, you don't always climb to the top in terms of pay grade, because normally people don't go up to that level of pen testing that the company is actually requiring them to go. So, but of course, if you practice enough, if you do take enough knowledge, then you can go there on that level of that is top level of becoming a pro ethical hacker. So these six are the fundamental jobs of becoming a pen tester. And of course, if you wanna become either of these, if you wanna pursue either of these careers of in cybersecurity domain, you have to learn plus practice. And for those things, there are certain websites that you can go to start your journey of ethical hacking or security analyst or security engineer, malware analyst, incident responder, whatever. One of the most famous websites is the Try Hack Me platform. That actually is a pretty cool platform because it actually uh, allows you to learn and practice side by side, because they have certain virtual machines running alongside your tasks, so that whatever you learn in those tasks, you can apply them in real time in those machines in a safe environment, of course. So again, further more disclaimer: pen tester is something legal. But if you are a pen tester and you are doing illegal activities, then you are basically okay. So pen tester is divided into two categories broadly: white hat hackers, white hat, and black hat. White hat refer to the ethical hacker. These are those people that actually are paid by the companies to attack their systems. While the black hat hackers are actually those hackers who are malicious, who intend to attack the companies just to gain benefits from their systems, just to find loopholes, just to steal data, to compromise systems. So, to broadly, the pen tester, ethical hacker is divided into two categories. The hackers is divided into two categories. So obviously, we will become white hat hackers because we are literate people. We don't want to attack someone's system and destroy it. So although it's not easy, but again, it's a malicious thing to do. It's illegal basically. If you do this, you'll get actually jailed for it, right? So that's all for today's video. In the next video, we'll also discuss the roles of each job in detail. But for now, that's it. So subscribe, share, and like the video, and also comment if you have any question regarding these roles.